Good morning, everyone. If I can have your attention, we will begin the December 12th, 2025 post-commission meeting. And first item of business is the adoption of the agenda. I love hearing my voice back. The adoption of the agenda is the first item of business. If you have a chance to look over it, I have a motion to approve or disapprove.
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve.
We have a second.
Commissioner Jackson, second.
All right. We have a motion to approve the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. And the motion carries. And now administrative matters, Mr. Secretary, if we can have a roll call.
Commissioner Beverly. Present. Commissioner Carter. Commissioner Doggett. Present. Commissioner Green. Here. Commissioner Jackson. Here. Commissioner Jeffers. Commissioner Lane. Here. Commissioner Leggins. Here. Commissioner Parkman. Commissioner Russell. Commissioner Spangler. Commissioner Wilbur.
Here.
Commissioner Wright. Here. And Chair Faulkner.
Here.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Excellent. If we could have our disclaimer.
All post commissioners have previously agreed to recuse themselves from any vote that would constitute a conflict of interest. Most obvious of these would include issues that involve our own departments or some we know personally. Because we have already agreed to this, it should be noted that on routine matters, it will be assumed non-verbally that these commissioners have abstained from that vote. In bigger, more controversial issues that may have a more overt conflict of interest, it may have an appearance of impropriety. These applicable commissioners will still verbally abstain from those votes.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Next item is number 3, approval of the minutes for the October 17, 2025 commission meeting. If you've had a chance to look over it, are there any additions or revisions?
Commissioner Green, motion to approve.
Commissioner
Beverly, second.
All right, we have a motion to approve and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Motion carries. And now, Mr. Secretary, report on decertification.
Yes, and Madam Chair, there's a matter from the November report that I want to pull out, and there was some discussion that the post commission wanted to have concerning a specific individual. So I'll read the report for November and December, and we can vote to accept the November-December report, and then we can discuss the matter of the particular officer, and the post commission can decide and vote on that one singular matter. That's okay.
Thank you.
So the November informal hearing subcommittee report in the matter of Robert Travis and the Blaine Police Department with no action. In the matter of John Pickens of the Knoxville Police Department, no action. In the matter of Tyler Wheeler of the Knoxville Police Department, that matter was continued pending an agreed signed order. In the matter of Sean Hooper of the Union County Sheriff's Office, vote was decertification. In the matter of Hayden Bilbrey of the White County Sheriff's Office, that matter was continued pending a signed agreed order. From yesterday's informal meeting, in the matter of Alan Greenman of the Clarksville Police Department, default order of decertification. In the matter of Miles White of the Coffee County Sheriff's Office, that matter was continued until January. In the matter of Sharissa Perez of the Metro Nashville Police Department, no action. In the matter of Todd Dorse of the Millersville Police Department, that was continued to January. In the matter of Edwin Dorsey of the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, that matter was referred to a full hearing. In the matter of Lewis Hamlet of the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, decertification. In the matter of Zachary Newton, Tennessee Department of Safety, recommendation was decertification. In the matter of Charles Ferguson of the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy, that matter was closed. In the matter of James Hendry of the Tullahoma Police Department, recommendation was a default order of decertification. In the matter of Tommy House of the Woodbury Police Department, the recommendation was default order of decertification.
Commissioner Green, motion to approve the recommendations.
Commissioner Wright.
That was two.
I'm going to ask council if the one from November, if that agreed order was signed.
We had 2 potential agreed orders from November. One of them was signed. It was the individual represented by Mr. There were 2. One of them was signed, one of them was not. The one that was not signed, they've been put on the docket for January or February because they said that there was a misunderstanding of what the suspension really meant and they weren't signing it. So they'll come back for a proper import.
And they were not read in that.
Say that again.
So their name was not read into the list today.
I think that's accurate.
That individual who's up for, yeah, it's, Hayden Gilbreath. He's gonna be back in February. And he's not on that list.
Yes, Chief Lane.
Commissioner Lane, I need to recuse myself.
Gotcha. Can you hear? Okay. I don't want to make sure I report. Anything else before we have a motion? Any other business?
You have a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Commissioner Rice said.
All in favor of the motion to accept, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right, the singular matter that came before the informal subcommittee in November was the matter of William Evans of the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. We had a couple of individuals that spoke during the public comment section of the meeting in Gatlinburg. And the commission decided that they wanted to perhaps have some discussion this month regarding that matter and discuss next steps.
Commissioner Wilbur, it's a strange world when Commissioner Parton is trying to calm me down. And that is what happened after the public comment. So in this case, I think the sheriff did not want to be certified, so we just heard the officer side of the story. We didn't hear the other side. And he was saying that the local news were defaming and slandering him. And that brought my antenna up because, you know, due diligence and professional journalism, but when the mother is revolved around an assault on a man and this officer evidently stood and did nothing. He told the commission he didn't see it. The mother of the victim came for public comment and she's here again today. She said her son was beaten nearly half to death and has permanent injuries. And that officer stood with a glass of moonshine in his hand and did nothing while her son was beaten. And that's when I lost my cool and want to bring him back in. So that's, I just wanted to let the commission know that that's kind of what.
Commissioner Wright, I'm gonna make a motion that we do not certify the informal hearing on him in November. And make a motion that we move him to the next informal meeting.
Would that be in January?
It should be in January.
Do we have a second on
I'll
that
second.
motion? Okay, we do have a
Some
second.
discussion too is, we seem to be having an issue with some agencies, and yesterday we had the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department where paperwork is being submitted for decertification, but the agency does not want to come and represent the agency. And as in yesterday's case, there's been contact with the police department, the agency, and they're saying, well, we send the paperwork in, that's all we need to do. And so Post has reached out multiple times and we're not getting a response. So I don't know what the commission action needs to be to bring these people in. If they start a process, for us to finish it. Because again, if we're only hearing one side, we're not hearing this, the same as in this case, where the agency did not appear and we're not able to hear the underlying facts of the case. We're just hearing one side.
Well, and I think to that point, and the difference between Metro Nashville and this particular situation is, you know, in this particular case, we've got some disagreement in what the officer's saying, what the sheriff may or may not be supporting, and what he testified to before the Post Commission. And so it may be prudent to maybe assign that to us for investigation to look into and to report back. Because there was an investigation conducted by the TBI. And so we can certainly look into that and come back and report what was said to the commission was accurate or false.
Well, I'll let us finish this motion and then I'll address that.
Okay, so we have,
Discuss this motion and we'll have some more discussion.
so we have a motion. I want to be sure we all understand it. to continue that to the January meetings hearings, the formal hearings. Is that correct?
It's to not certify what the informal did in November and then reschedule him for January informal.
And we have a second. All right. So all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Does that fit within what your desire is?
Well, and my motion now would be between now and January to have investigators look into what the facts of that case were. So maybe we get a little more detail than we got at the last informal.
I think that's an excellent idea. Y'all agree?
And we can have the investigator report the findings.
That is a motion.
Committee.
So
I'll second
all right,
Mr.
so
Gray's motion. Like that.
excellent. So I put that in a form of a motion, and we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
one more little quick thing while we're on this, agency's not appearing. On the Nashville situation, do we think maybe the chair call the chief of Nashville of everything posted and just try to get their feel for it? I'm wondering if he may not even know about it, maybe somebody below him that's making those kind of decisions. Maybe if we reached out to him.
We had that discussion prior to gavel, and I'll see what we can do.
Thanks.
Anything else? We need to move on to the next item. Is it Murray County Sheriff's Office?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Pre-employment.
Pre-employment requirements, the Murray County Sheriff's Office requests a criminal record waiver for Brian Rodriguez Figueroa. In January of 2020, Mr. Figueroa was charged with driving under the influence of underage consumption in Giles County. As of January 22, Mr. Figueroa has satisfied all court-ordered sentencing fines and fees.
All right, who's appearing before the commission? Please identify yourself.
Lieutenant Brad Collins, representing Murray County.
Yes, sir. And who's with you?
Ryan Figueroa.
All right. What else would you like the commissioners to know about this request?
That, in 2020, I made one of the worst decisions in my life, and I chose to drink and drive in high school party that ended in the results of me getting DUI.
What did you register on the breathalyzer or the blood test?
I think it was blood test, but
Did you say you're not sure? I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. No, ma'am, I'm not sure. I did the blood test, but I don't know what it came out to.
What's your drinking habits now?
I very rarely drink. I normally stay home. I got 2 babies and a wife. I go to work, go home practically every day.
Commissioner,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, don't
Sorry.
proceed.
what led up to the arrest? Did you crash? Did you speed?
I had a minor accident where I went into a ditch. I think I went into a fence. And
So no other person was injured?
no,
Other commissioners?
Commissioner Beverly, what are you doing now? I work for Murray County as a corrections officer. I've been there for a little over 2 years now.
What'd you do in prior to Moore County?
I worked at Walmart since 2017 while in high school. I did security for a little bit. Went to Murray County.
Thank you.
Other questions?
This Commissioner Green, how old were you when you got arrested for DUI?
I had turned 18 2 months prior.
So you were underage consumption also.
Yes, sir.
You were charged with that.
I think it was underage drinking while driving.
I want to. Commissioner Beverly, I'm sorry. Were you charged with DWI or DUI then?
May have been underage DWI.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so on the criminal history.
Other questions? Is there a motion?
Commissioner Wright, Mr. Figueroa, there's nothing against you personally. I'm proud of your sobriety or better sobriety since that time. Changed your drinking habits and but there's not been enough time for me since this to feel comfortable making a motion. So I'll make a motion to disapprove the waiver.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Green, I'll second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, sorry, it's disapproved. Monroe County Sheriff's Office,
Monroe County Sheriff's Office requests a military discharge and criminal record waiver for Daniel Kevin Astulis, hired October tenth of 2025. In April of 1995, Mr. Astulis was discharged from the U.S. Marine Corps with an uncharacterized discharge due to entry-level performance. In February of 2003, he was charged with disorderly conduct in Cobb County, Georgia. He pled guilty to the charge and has since satisfied all court-ordered sentencing fines and fees.
okay, please identify yourself for the record.
Yeah, Major Bivens with Monroe County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir, thank you, and who's with you?
Daniel Costello.
All right, thank you. All right, so explain a little bit more about the uncharacterized discharge.
I went to the Marine Corps graduated boot camp on a 2-week leave for recruiters assistance. Had my grandfather pass away during that time, and they granted me a couple extra days for that. When I got back, I was supposed to go right into my SOI, my School of Infantry, and they had cycled me out of that training cycle because I guess they didn't. One hand didn't know what the other hand was doing. I got the leave approved, but then I guess the SOI didn't understand that it wasn't approved, so I got cycled into an administrative platoon where they just cycled me through training cycle, wait for the next class SOI. I got put in with a bunch of people that I probably shouldn't have been around. Didn't want to be in the service, trying to find a way to get out of the service. And I got cycled through these training cycles over and over again, not being able to get into the SOI class, and I chose to exit.
All right, tell us about the disorderly conduct.
Stem from working in the parking lot. I had a small side remodeling company with one of my partners. And he decided that he wanted to empty the bank accounts, take all of the money. And I ran into him a couple months later into a parking lot. It was a verbal argument where I flicked a cigarette at him and walked away. And I was charged with simple battery for the cigarette and the simple assault for the speaking. And when they went to court, they said it's disorderly conduct. I pled guilty to that. Did everything he told me I had to do at that point.
All right, where do you work now?
Now I'm retired
And so you want to go to work as a deputy?
as an auxiliary. I want to volunteer.
Okay. Any questions from the commissioners? Yes.
Commissioner Wilbur, I'm looking at this criminal history. How many times have you been charged with passing bad checks?
Twice. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'd have to look at it. They weren't, they were all dismissed.
I think they were all very old too, but it's happened about around 20 years ago, something like that.
So
Go ahead. You have a question, Commissioner?
I'm still looking, this Commissioner Green. So I'm seeing disorderly conduct and I'm also seeing simple batteries. Were you charged twice? Or were those two separate incidences? Because I'm trying to find the dates on this criminal history.
That was one incident where I was charged with simple assault. And when we went to court, they reduced it down to disorderly conduct. And that's what I.
Any talk about
Why we have questions? Oh, is that-
it. It's on there as well, yeah.
Further questions?
I'll go back to Commissioner Green. So you don't want to be a full-time police officer. You want to be an auxiliary police officer.
Yes, sir.
Is that to work extra jobs?
No, sir, I'm fully retired. And I just want to, it's the county I decided to retire in. I want to give back.
I have to make a statement here. When he retired, he moved into Monroe County. And he's literally fell in love with Monroe County. And he showed up one day at our office and he just said he wants to give back to the county. That's what he said he would like to do. And he would like to do something to help out Monroe County. And that's when he applied to become an auxiliary deputy for us and everything. And he's very good. You know, he's had some history. I'm not gonna say that he hasn't, but his history is old history. He's learned from his history. I believe that with all my heart. I wouldn't be here in front of you if I didn't. I will tell you that. But that's what he wants to do. He don't want paid. He said that he's financially sound. He does not want paid. He just wants to give back to the county that he loves.
Commissioner Wilbur, so he told you about these prior, he told you about his military discharge?
Yes.
He told you about the assault?
Yeah, he told the person that was doing his paperwork. I found out about it a little bit later. Okay.
And for any clarity, you know, the rules do require part-time reserves, special deputies and auxiliaries to meet the scene pre-employment requirements as full-time, which is why they're here today.
Yes.
In the event that there's any kind of question as to why, as an auxiliary, he's before the commission. So our rules do require that they meet the same requirements.
Was there another question, Commissioner Green?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Right. Is there a motion?
Commissioner Beverly, I'm gonna make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Commissioner Lane, I'll second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'm gonna abstain.
Okay, Commissioner Prince abstains. All right, it passes.
Thank you. And you have a Merry Christmas, Commissioner.
Thank you. All right, waivers to attend another academy.
The Cleveland State Law Enforcement Training Academy requests a waiver to change academies for Tabitha and Dean. In March of 2025, Ms. Dean attended the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy and did not complete due to failure of the obstacle course. Cleveland State is requesting the waiver so that Ms. Dean may attend their academy in January of 2026.
Is there anyone online from Cleveland State?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they there?
Yeah, he's there. It's muted.
Oh, there you are. Do you have a comment, sir? Could you identify yourself for Cleveland State?
Douglas Town, I'm the assistant director.
Hold on, sir.
Try now.
Okay, try again.
Douglas Town, I'm the assistant director.
Thank you, Director. Is there anything else you wanted to add to the record on this?
No.
Do we have a motion to approve or disapprove?
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve.
In a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Thank you, Director.
Thank you.
Citrus County Sheriff's Office.
The Frederick County Sheriff's Office requests a waiver to change academies for Christopher Allen Goodman, hired October 15th, 2025. In July of 2024, Mr. Goodman attended the Walter State Law Enforcement Training Academy, but did not complete due to a family medical issue. The agency is requesting the waiver so Mr. Goodman may attend the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy in 2026.
Is anyone online from Citrus County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please identify yourself.
David Woodard, GDI for French County Sheriff's Department.
Okay, is there anything else you need to add to the record before we take a vote?
No, ma'am.
All right, do we have a motion?
Commissioner Beverly, motion to approve.
And a second,
Commissioner Wright says.
all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Tifton County Sheriff's Office requests a waiver to change academies for Ashton Barrett Allen, hired October tenth of 2025. In November 2020, Mr. Allen attended the Shelby County Sheriff's Office Training Academy, but did not complete due to a change of employment. The agency is requesting the waiver so Mr. Allen may attend the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy in January of 2026.
All right, is Tipton County online?
Yes, ma'am. Lieutenant Browder of Tipton County and Mr. Allen is here as well.
All right, is there anything else you need to add to the record before we take a vote?
No, ma'am.
Do we have a motion?
Commissioner Green, motion to approve.
Commissioner Lane, second.
All right, all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries, Tipton County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't see any administrative waivers, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, waivers for 6-month rule.
The Chester County Sheriff's Office requests a 6-month waiver for Jennifer Rose Behringer, hired May 16th of 2025. Ms. Behringer began training in September, but was unable to complete due to an injury. Once medically cleared, Ms. Behringer is scheduled to re-attend the next available class at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy.
Yes, is Chester County Sheriff's Office represented online? I don't see anybody responding.
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve.
Commissioner Green, second.
All right, we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries for Chester County Sheriff's Office.
The Clay County Sheriff's Office requests a 6-month waiver for Katie Nicole Huddleston, hired April 1st of 2025. Ms. Huddleston began training in September of 2025, was able to complete due to an injury. She is scheduled to re-attend the next available class at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy.
Clay County, are you represented? Not seeing anyone. Is there a
Commissioner
motion?
Wright, motion to approve.
Second. All right, we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Dixon County Sheriff's Office.
The Dixon County Sheriff's Office requests a 6-month waiver for William Lee Black, hired November 24th, 2025. He's unable to begin training due to class availability. He's scheduled to attend the next available class at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy.
I do have a motion on Dixon County Sheriff's Office.
Do we know when that class potentially would be? I mean,
Probably March. Puts him outside that 6-month rule.
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Commissioner Lane, second.
All right, all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Dixon County, were you online? See anybody? All right. Gallatin PD.
Gallatin Police Department requests 2 6-month waivers for Carmen Elena Barrera. She was hired February 5th of 2025. She has been able to begin training due to an injury. Once cleared, she's scheduled to attend the next available class at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy.
Gallatin Police Department represented? Not seeing anybody. All right. Do we have a motion?
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve.
A second.
Commissioner Jackson, second.
Thank you. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries for Gallatin Police Department.
The Lookout Mountain Police Department requests 2 6-month waivers for Victor Juga, hired June 30th, of 2025. He's been unable to begin training due to class availability. He's scheduled to attend the next available class at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy in January.
Anyone from, oh, sorry.
No, so yeah, it looks like this is the time of hire and the January classes will put him out.
Oh, so is there a problem?
No, he should be fine. He's just the time of hire and the class availability is what put him over that 6-month required waiver.
I see. Is there a motion to approve or disapprove?
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve.
And a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Lookout Mountain, I don't know if you're here, I don't see you. Right.
Millington, yes, ma'am. Millington Police Department requests a 6-month waiver for Tanya Alexis Sims, hired April 7th, of 2025. She began training in August, but was unable to complete due to failure of firearms. She is scheduled to re-attend the Knox County Sheriff's Office Training Academy in February of 2026.
Is there a motion?
Commissioner Green, motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor, excuse me, did you have something?
I just need to abstain from this.
All right, Commissioner Wayne abstains. That runs. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you.
The Robertson County Sheriff's Office requests a 6-month waiver for Jonathan William Andre, who was hired May 9th of 2025. He's unable to begin training due to manpower issues. He's scheduled to attend Toledo in January of 2026.
Commissioner Ryan, I'm a little more on this one. I don't know that I've ever seen one word of manpower issue.
That I would agree is kind of an oddball, and we will probably need the agency to answer some questions on that.
Is he already working as a deputy and they couldn't afford to let him go to academy?
We shouldn't be working.
I know.
Could we make a motion to continue this, or do we need to disapprove?
They'll say, are they here present? I mean,
Are you online, Robertson County Sheriff's Office? Let's see anybody.
Commissioner Ryan, I'll make a motion that we,
Is he already slated to be in the January class?
If he's slated to be in the January class, and the meeting would be probably a couple of weeks after the start of the academy. We could do that. You want to put it towards the end, see if we can reach out to Robertson County and see if they can hop on.
Yes, I'll take it forward.
All right, so we'll come back to Robertson County Sheriff's Office on the bottom of page 5. White County Sheriff's Office,
The White County Sheriff's Office requests a 6-month waiver for Michael David Weedman, hired August 7th of 2023. He's been unable to complete training due to an injury. Once medically cleared, he'll be scheduled to re-attend the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy in 2026.
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve it.
and second,
Second.
we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And consent agendas. Any issues there? I'm sorry.
You emailing or trying to give him a call or?
I'll go ask.
I'm texting Keisha now to reach out to him.
Do we want to proceed with the consent agenda?
Commissioner Wright, I make a motion to accept all items contained in the consent agenda.
Thank you. And a second,
Commissioner Beverly, second.
all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Be ready for new business? Oh, yeah, that's right. No, old business. There's none.
No old business?
So new business.
New business, an agreed order to surrender for Carlad Franklin Anderson. Mr. Anderson was employed by the Shelby County Sheriff's Office from December 1st of 2000 until his termination for violation of SCSO policies on May 15th of 2018. On or about October 16th of 2025, Mr. Anderson agreed to surrender his post certification.
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve the surrender.
Do I have a second?
Commissioner Green.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
I need to abstain from the ones with Shelby County Sheriff's Office.
Chief Lane abstains. I'm lying in there.
Yeah.
I only said that because it was a run. Next is the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, also would be abstaining.
Okay, the agreed order to surrender for Jason Dwayne Hemphill. Mr. Hemphill is employed by the Shelby County Sheriff's Office from September 4th, 2007 until March 22nd of 2021, when he was terminated for violating standard operating. On or about October 21st of 2025, Mr. Hemphill agreed to surrender his post certification.
Commissioner Wright, motion to accept the surrender.
You have a second.
Second.
We have a motion to accept and a second. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The motion carries.
Agreed order to surrender for Franklin Lewis Duriggi. Mr. Duriggi was employed by the Mount Police Department from June 4th of 2006 until his termination on August 9th of 2023. On or about August 6th, 2025, Mr. Duriggi agreed to surrender his post certification.
Commissioner Wright, motion to approve the surrender.
Commissioner Lane, second.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The motion carries.
An agreed order of suspension for Marquisio Demario Jackson. Mr. Jackson was employed by the Memphis Police Department from July 9th, 2007 until his termination on December 16th of 2014 for violations of departmental policies and procedures relating to personal conduct. On or about October 27th of 2025, Mr. Jackson agreed to the suspension of his post certification.
Do we have a motion?
Commissioner Wright, make a motion. This looks like Memphis just cleaning up some.
This is the end of those really, really old cases from the backlog. His charges were expunged, and so he would have to go back through basic academy if he ever wanted to come back to law enforcement anyways and do the background check and all that. So basically, this is just closing out those old cases.
Commissioner Wright, motion to accept the agreed suspension.
Second.
Beverly, second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye. Any opposed, no. Motion carries. Someone will signal when we're ready to talk about Robertson.
Yes.
Okay. You're trying now? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so we're ready for page 8, election of officers and the 2026 calendar year. Nominations are open for chair.
Commissioner Green, I'm gonna nominate Commissioner Beverly. Thank you. You did a wonderful job yesterday.
All right, any other nominations?
Commissioner Wright, just a moment of discussion. Has anybody been able to, hear anything out of Commissioner Carter with his new position, whether he's gonna be able to be stable post or?
He's in new hire training right now with the sheriff's office, correct?
Yeah, in his position, he'll be able to stay on the commission, whether or not the new agency allows him that freedom to come down here on Fridays. I don't know. I mean, that'd be something for him to report back to us.
He's vice chair currently, so
Correct.
we would need to decide who's going to be the vice chair, right?
Correct.
Are there we need to vote on, did we vote? on
No, I
that?
don't know if we had a second yet. Commissioner Wright, I'll second that motion.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, congratulations, I think. And then for vice chair,
Commissioner Wright, on this nomination, this is not anything against any of the commission members who are not non-law enforcement, but I guess I'm probably the oldest commission member that's never been in chair or vice chair and didn't want to be. I think it's a great opportunity for some of these young officers to get it on their resume, to use it down the road. So I'm going to nominate Commissioner Leggins for vice chair.
Commissioner Green, I'll second.
all right, any other nominations? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, congratulations to you. Now, committee members.
We have the informal subcommittee that's typically made up of 3 people and an alternate. So we'll take any volunteers that want to sign up for that.
I would like to move from alternate to being on.
Commissioner Wright, I'd like to stay on because I got to travel up on Thursdays anyway.
Commissioner Beverly, I'd like to stay on, but I'm open.
Commissioner Wilbur, I would
Well,
like to
let me ask this, can the chair
Yeah, it's a valid point.
be on the informal?
Yeah, I mean, Commissioner Parton was when he was chair.
Okay.
So there was a conflict.
Didn't know if it was conflict, nothing against that, but
No, that's fair.
when are the informals? They run sometime on Thursday. Thursday mornings.
Commissioner Wilbur, I would like to stay as a representative of the AG's.
Why don't we retain the original office, continue as an alternate?
Well, I was gonna say I can move to alternate and still attend. That way we're good on a quorum, being that I'm local, makes it a little bit easier, but you're able to serve as full-time and I'll still attend.
Okay.
Just in case we have a refusal.
Right, Green, Wilbur, and then Beverly as.
The
Yeah,
alternate.
right, Green, Wilbur, and Beverly, so.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure our recorder can hear you, officers. I don't know if
Our
your
mics
mics are
are
on and
Oh,
I'm not sure she heard. Sure, did you hear? Okay. I have something.
I should say.
Did you have something? No. Oh, so I can do like that.
I've planned.
All right. All right, do you have all the committee members?
Oh, we've got one more
Reported.
committee, that's the Rules Making Committee. Take volunteers.
Let's see how many volunteers we get for this.
I don't know that we've ever met.
No,
That was all.
Yeah, I was just about to ask how many.
We met last year.
We've met once.
One, I don't mind serving on that committee either.
I can serve on that one as well. Unless anybody's dying to do it.
How many days on it?
It'd be 3 and an alternate.
I don't mind being an alternate or on.
Sure, I'm local, so I'm happy to be an alternate.
Perfect.
Any other business on that? Oh, calendar. That's all resolved, right?
That's all
Okay,
consent.
we have that, so nothing else on calendar here other than the officers and committees.
That's correct.
Chair, if I may, just a reminder, at the January meeting, we're gonna be doing the rulemaking hearing for that rulemaking package. That has been being worked on for a few years, so I just wanted to let you guys all know.
All of it.
Yes, it'll be at the formal commission meeting on Friday.
All right, are we ready for late submissions of pre-employment?
Yes, the following agencies had a delay in submission of pre-employment paperwork. The Irwin Police Department, in the matter of Chad Michael Owen, he was hired February 10th of 2025. The pre-employment paperwork was received by post on November 4th of 2025 with all documents satisfactory. So no further actions required. We have everything we need at this time. They're just reporting the late submission.
Looks like you need a motion to approve.
Correct.
Right.
Commissioner Riley, we haven't had a history with that department yet.
We'll be discussing that department and what's some things that are going on in the next section. So,
Cool.
but just for the pre-employment packet, we can accept it and then.
Yeah, I'll make a motion. We approve it.
And a second.
Commissioner Green, I'll second.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And then the Waynesboro Police Department.
In the matter of Michael James Scott, he was hired February 2nd, 2025. We did receive the paperwork until November 25th of 2025. We did receive all the satisfactory documents.
I see Waynesboro Police online. Is there someone there representing Waynesboro? Okay, do we have a motion?
Yes, we're here.
All right, did you have anything you wanted to say to the commissioners?
This was a complete oversight. Don't know how it happened and don't ever plan for it to happen again.
Well, thank you.
Commissioner Green, motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, did you identify yourself, Waynesboro?
I'm the GDI, Jeremy Staggs, and Chief Walter Smith are both here.
All right, thank you. All right, we voted on the motion and it was approved.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I guess we're ready for post investigative reports unless Robertson County's online. Okay, you've got Robertson County? All right, can they hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, we had some questions regarding the submission that you had. And it said to go to a new academy, I believe, and it's due to workload issues. Could you explain that, please?
So it's the same academy that we had signed up for originally. He got a spot in Toledo back, I think, the current class or the class before last. And then he's currently a non-certified court deputy that we're just sending to become certified. So during that time, we had a couple out on medical leave in the court. So it was going to hurt us pretty bad if we sent him then. So we just got it requested and approved to send him to the January academy.
And you're good to go now to let him go to the academy?
Yes, ma'am. He's good to go to start, I believe it's January 4th.
Any further questions? You have a motion to approve? Do we?
Commissioner Wright, I'll second that motion.
All right. All in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you for jumping online so we had some clarity on that. And we did vote to approve it.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Okay, now we're ready for the investigative reports on page 9.
Yes, Madam Chair. Post investigators report findings of investigations conducted on the following agencies and officers. The Irwin Police Department investigated for deficient in-service training requirements for the 2024 calendar year. And our post investigator is appearing online today due to some needs, and so he's with us now.
Kevin Creed, post investigator. So this came across our eyes that the Irwin Police Department did not do any training in year 2024. It was determined that they were given a salary supplement for their 17 officers that were submitted for supplement, and each one of them were paid $800 for their training for 2024. After investigation and several interviews with Irwin Police Department personnel and the terminated chief of police, Mr. Tilson, it was determined that no training took place for 2024 for the 40-hour in-service that these officers were submitted for to ACADIS and for salary supplement for 2024. Interviews with the personnel, Captain Edwards, who's one of the firearms instructors. If you look at the information that you are provided, you'll see several range sheets on a December date in 2024. He admitted that that range date never took place and that he fraudulently put those scores into the sheets. That range sheet was also submitted as a roster to post with their firearm scores for their salary supplement, where Mr. Edwards also signed that document knowing it was a fraudulently obtained firearm score and no firearms took place at all. And that was also signed by the ex-chief of police, Mr. Tilson. Mr. Tilson's the one who submitted the salary supplement to post in 2025 for his officers. After interviewing him with his attorney present, since there is pending criminal charges on him with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, he did admit that he told his officers at Irwin Police Department that they did not have to do training in 2024 and that he was putting in a waiver for them since in 2024, Unicoi County, which Irwin is inside of, had the massive flood, and he was going to get a waiver for them to get their in-service waived for that year. So the individual officers did not know that in-service was completed for them in ACADIS and submitted for their salary supplement. They all received their salary supplement thinking that was normal procedure because they don't know post rules. They didn't know that that fraudulent information was inputted for them. So the individual officers did receive their $800 salary supplement from post, not knowing it was anything wrong with it. The only players that I was able to determine through my investigation was the chief of police, Tilson, and Captain Edwards are the only ones who knew that it was fraudulently obtained. Captain Edwards told me that Tilson is the one who informed him to write that firearm scores up and that he was getting a waiver from post for it. Talking with Edwards, I'm like, he told you to write down a fake score, and he's like, he just told me to fill out these sheets and put it in. And I'm like, well, you wrote down fake scores. You fraudulently put fake scores on for these training records. And he said, yes, sir. I was told to do it by my chief of police. Tilson is no longer employed at Irwin Police Department. Captain Edwards, the last time I checked, is still employed by the Irwin Police Department. And I look at their records for 2025. It looks like they'll be up to speed with getting their in-service in this year and completing and being in compliance. But in 2024, majority of the personnel received no training at all that was post-approved. One or two of them took a class here and there, like a V Academy class here and there. Out of the 17 officers that were submitted for salary supplement, only one officer actually was eligible for salary supplement because he worked at another agency in 2024 also, and he received his training through that department. So post paid Irwin Police Department and their officers, out of 17 officers, 16 of them were fraudulently obtained at $800 and were paid that. And their training records are all wrong for that fraudulently inputted training into their post records by Tilson. So at this point, we have 16 officers that received $800 salary supplement, and we don't have that money anymore.
This Commissioner Green, is this something the city of Irwin owes the state? Like $12,800? Yeah, not the officers, but the city should reimburse the state, shouldn't it?
So there's some agencies, state agencies outside of our control that are looking into some of those parts. I know the TBI, but there's also other agencies.
I could add a little bit to that. Irwin, the town of Irwin is aware of it. They did their internal investigation also through the town. And the last information I had was they were maybe going to be paying that money back to Irwin, and Irwin was going to reimburse the post commission, the state of Tennessee, for those officers that fraudulently attained their $800 salary supplement. I was waiting for this meeting to take place to see what the will of the commission was, to see if we were going to contact Irwin to try to request that $800 from each officer. So that's what my next steps are in this investigation.
But this Commissioner Green again, and I don't know that the officers owe us the money. I think the city owes us the money. The chief represented the city of Irwin, and the check goes from the state to the city to be redistributed to the officers. I'm not sure I would go after the officers for the money as much as I'd go after the city. That's my thoughts.
Commissioner Beverly, I agree with that. If there's already agencies working on it, I think it might be best for us to stay out of that one and just address the chief. And was it, Investigator Green, was it the captain that forged those documents?
The captain forged the firearm scores. If you look in the information I provided the commission, you'll see the firearms roster and the firearm in-house range records. Those were both fraudulently entered in by Captain Edwards, who was a firearms instructor at the time. So if it's the will of the commission, Tilson's being investigated by TBI. I do not know if Edwards is currently in that realm too. I don't know what their investigation is entailed at this point. But it was my suggestion in my report that Tilson and Edwards go up for informal hearing if that's something the commission wishes.
That was my next question, is what was the status if any of them had been referred? I guess. Go ahead. Well, that's what I was going to do. Oh, I was ready to make a motion. It's going to make a motion that we refer Tilson and Edwards to the informal committee, and also that we take no action on the pursuing repayment through post and let the other agencies take care of that.
Commissioner Ryan, do we know if Tilson is working anywhere now?
Tilson is unemployed with any law enforcement agency at this time. Last time I spoke to him was the end of September with his attorney, and he was weighing all his options at that time to see what he was going to be doing. He knows that a decertification may be coming down the pike, and he thinks he's going to be indicted by TBI. He just doesn't know when that'll take place. And part of this is, it's also a lot of training records were missing. A lot of issues for that department was all together. And you guys granted that waiver earlier for the 6-month paperwork being late. Chief Tilson was the GDI at the time of all these paperwork errors. Since then, Chief Buchanan and Detective Greg have gone to our Arcadis class in October, and they are doing everything possible to keep their department in compliance and working really hard with post to keep everything up to date. I stressed when I was there in September, because they didn't even have any in-service in 2025 yet. So they had no in-service in 2024 and no in-service in 2025 yet. Since that meeting in September 25th, these officers have completed a lot of training to keep them up to date and in compliance. Chief Buchanan did fill out a waiver to keep his officers in compliance, since the training in 2024 was fraudulently attained technically their training records, they did not comply with post rules or have any mandates. So we were waiting for the commission to see if we needed to do a waiver for them to keep them in compliance for 2024 year. But 2025, they should be all good to go.
Commissioner Liggins, investigator Creed, do you know the training that they've committed this year? Has it been on-site training or has that been virtual academy?
All the above, firearms on site, V Academy, and I know Buchanan and Greg went to Arcadis class in Dixon, Tennessee, where they traveled over 4 hours to go to that training with us.
Thank you. As Commissioner Beverly, I'd be open to granting any waiver to the department with the exception of Captain Edwards. I think he was complicit in that.
Do we already have a motion on the floor?
We did. We had a motion and a second on getting those two to informal. We've not voted on.
Okay, let's have a vote on that. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so that motion carries. Now, this is a separate motion.
Well, I was just saying if that would be what we wanted to entertain.
Yeah, I think it was, he said 16 officers, because one of them had already obtained his training from another. So I'd make a motion that those 16 officers, whoever they are, be kept in compliance with post rules.
And we have a second on that. Do you have a second on that motion?
Wilbur second.
Okay, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Are we all squared away with, Erin Police Department for now? Okay, thank you. So we're ready for McNairy County Sheriff's Office.
The McNairy County Sheriff's Office was investigated Ethan Thomas Nanny and Wesley Albert Rainey for working in a law enforcement capacity as non-certified officers.
So post-investigative Creed, this is mine again. Information was brought to our attention, post-attention, that these two people who work for McNairy Sheriff's Department, they were civil processes and court bailiffs, but it was asked that we look into it to see if they were serving any criminal warrants or doing any activity that would require them to be post-certified. Through my investigation and contacting the 911 board and the dispatch center for McNairy County, I was unable to determine any calls of service that they served any criminal warrants. All they did was civil processes and in court as bailiffs. There's no calls of service where they ever swore out a warrant. There's no calls of service or anything like that. I did speak to the sheriff of McNairy County. He was made aware of this complaint and also said that while they're in a courtroom, they are just there to be bailiffs. If anything happens criminal of nature, a certified deputy comes to the scene and takes care of it, and they swear out the warrant and do all the transportation and stuff like that. The only issue I was able to find during this investigation is these two deputies, bailiffs, when they serve their civil processes, they drive McNairy County Sheriff's Department patrol cars with blue lights on it. And they are not sworn or certified deputies. They are just non-sworn personnel driving around with blue lights on. Not activated, but in their vehicles. That was brought to the attention of McNairy Sheriff, and he said they are no longer driving vehicles with blue lights in it and marked patrol cars so the citizens have no expectation that they are certified officers and able to assist them in that capacity.
Okay.
Commissioner Green, motion to accept this report.
All right, we have a motion to accept. Do we have a second?
Commissioner Wright will second, accept the report with no action.
No action.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries. Ready for?
Right, matter of Tennessee State Parks. We investigated a complaint regarding Joseph Michael Nowatarski for various violations to include drinking in uniform while on duty.
Anyone represented from Tennessee State Parks, or do we have investigators?
It's our investigator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin Creed, post investigator. This was mine also. This complaint came in through our portal system online. It was issued to me to determine if the park ranger involved had any post issues, violated any post rules. Joseph Nororowski was the park ranger involved. A check in his Arcadis file showed that he is not a post-certified officer, that he's only a post-compliant officer since he works for Tennessee State Parks. and he has not had any certification with any other departments before he became a park ranger. I did speak to Chief Ranger with the Tennessee State Parks. He said that Novorosky is a current ranger with them. He's in good standing. If you look at the paperwork that was submitted for the complaint, it's a lot of different issues about a lot of policy violations internally and stuff like that. I did reach out to the chief ranger, and he supplied me an investigation that they conducted on their end, and that the ranger was disciplined on their end, and that verbal write-up is in the paperwork that you have. But by looking at the information I was able to find, he's not post-certified, and I don't know if we have jurisdiction over him at all, since he's just a post-compliant officer and not post-certified. So I don't even know if we have any repercussions or anything we could do against this officer, even if we did an investigation further. These allegations are from 2021 and 2022. And if you look over the complaint in the report I filed, it's a lot of various things. One of them was alcohol on duty and uniform, and that's the one he was actually written up for and disciplined in his personnel file. But I'm asking the commission if you want me to pursue this any further, since he's not a post-certified officer.
Questions from the commissioners?
Commissioner Wright, Investigator Creek, good job on these investigations. Just for your information, what you're referring to that we can see, we cannot see. So we're 100% relying on you what you're telling us, and we would agree with that. So on this one, I'm making a motion to take no action and approve and no further action.
Second.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
If he were to apply for a law enforcement agency, he would have to attend an academy and would have to come before us having an alcohol-related incident, wouldn't he?
Well, he was never charged with an alcohol-related incident. So, you know, we all.
He would still have to go to an academy. Does post-compliant get you into law enforcement without going to an academy?
Commissioner Green, through my investigation, it was determined I believe he went through Toledo, and he has a post-compliance through us. And the alcohol violation was not an arrest. It wasn't a criminal charge. It was something, he being of age and not intoxicated. He just had a sip of something in uniform where it was observed, I believe on park premises. But if you look at if you don't have the information in front of you, but there was a written, like an oral reprimand that put in his file, and they said, you know, that they were aware of it, and he took, you know, a action against him, and it's in his personnel file.
And I guess, and this Commissioner Green still, I don't know what the difference between, you're saying post-compliant and post-certified, but he attended the academy. So wouldn't he be certified?
So basically, the only difference between compliance and certified is that they don't get a salary slip check, and a certified officer does. The procedure that has been well established before I ever came to work at Post, and the current staff ever got here, would be that if they had attended a basic post-approved law enforcement training academy, worked at a state agency as a law enforcement officer, that wouldn't be considered a break in service. And if they went to a local agency, we would then issue them a post-certification. So to your point, there would be some concern should he decide to leave state parks and go, say, work for Hendersonville Police Department, that if they submitted a pre-employment packet, he'd be issued a post-certification and would go to work right off the bat.
It's like controls.
And Commissioner Wright, so I think he's not the only one in the state that's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's the issues he had based on what Investigator Creep says, it looks like it was handled inside departmentally. So I don't think there's anything there for folks to even.
Commissioner Green, I'll second the motion.
And just one more thing before you vote, I did put a recommendation in here, since there's some fiscal things about this, about using a state vehicle, unauthorized stuff like that. I just suggested that we transfer this or transfer to the comptroller's office to see if they will investigate it. I don't even know if they might have investigated it already. Our complainant has reached out to several entities to see about this. So comptroller office might have received a complaint on this already, but just if the post commission wishes, we could relay this to them also, just so they get another set of eyes on it if it's anything that they want to be involved in.
Yeah, this is Commissioner Green. I would think that would be an internal issue that agency would deal with and not this organization.
And the investigator's nodding his head yes. All right, so we have a motion on the floor. Is there any changes to it? Or are we ready to vote? Because we also have a second. You want to restate your motion?
Motion is to accept Investigator Creed's report and not take any action on this individual and not have Investigator Creed do any more investigation related to this right now.
Okay, and we have a second. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Ready for Tullahoma?
The Tullahoma Police Department was, we investigated James Elbert Henry IV and Christopher Michael Vest regarding a complaint inquiring about decertification of these officers. And I believe we had Mr. Henry on the agenda yesterday.
And this is my report too. This is Post Investigator Creed. So I received an anonymous phone call about these two officers in Tullahoma Police Department that either were terminated or resigned with disciplinary action pending. One of them involved assault of a juvenile in handcuffs. The other one involved an incident of a person at the hospital. And that was another issue with a psych patient, I believe, that they were in care of. And they had some issues with that, with not following policy and stuff like that. After reviewing it, I did contact Tullahoma Police Department. And they stated to me that the district attorney's office looked at both of the incidences and they are not prosecuting these cases against the officers. And then they stated that they would submit them for decertification. Tullahoma did submit these decertification packets. And as of yesterday, Mr. Hendry was scheduled for his hearing and he did not appear, and that was a default yesterday. And Christopher Vest has obtained counsel, and we will see him for his informal hearing in January, I believe.
Any questions?
Commissioner Beverly, I'll make a motion to take no action and let the normal process go.
We have a second.
Second.
All right. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries. And we're ready for the
The Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy requests a waiver of Rule 11.10.07.031B, the requirement that basic law enforcement schools be limited to 75 persons. We request that we be permitted to hold basic law enforcement schools of up to 140 during the 2026 calendar year. And this is just a repeat of the waiver that we submitted last year.
We have a motion
Commissioner Ryan, motion carried.
and a second.
Jackson, second.
All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. All right, the motion carries. And now are we ready for public comments or is there anything else?
Yes, we have two signed up for public comments.
Who's the first one?
The first would be Eric Scott. And Mr. Scott, if you want to approach the lectern, just identify yourself for the record, and you have 3 minutes, sir.
Thanks, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. I'm former employee with the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. I initiated at the last post meeting, the information related to the untruthful statements from the former chief deputy. I want to thank the commissioners for taking the time to consider the information that's provided. Family members that you're also. That's appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and we have Melinda Johnson. You would just identify yourself for the record, ma'am, and you have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Johnson.
I can't hear you, ma'am.
My son Michael was the one that was assaulted. And I just want to show appreciation to you guys for taking into consideration what I said in November and at least looking into it, because like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. Talk to TBI, the proof's there that he lied and he was there and he failed to help my son when asked. He thought it was funny. And my son has altering disabilities now that he'll have to face for the rest of his life, but that's okay. He's alive and he's home now and he still has a trach, and hopefully next year we'll end up at Vanderbilt and maybe that can be taken out. It's a 50-50 right now. But I just want to show my appreciation. And hopefully I'll see you all next month because I'm planning on being back for here too. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And those will be our public comments.
Any other business before the Post Commission?
I'll congratulate our present chair for an excellent job in the election.
All right. And now the most popular agenda item, a motion to adjourn.
That's right.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you know, begin to election.
Getting back